Hi, what's going on, ecom soldiers? Curtis Keeping here, and in today's video, I'm going to explain the differences between sourcing products private label style and sourcing products wholesale style for selling on Amazon FBA. But before we dive right into the details between both sourcing methods, I want to show you the actual visual difference between private label and wholesale style sellers on Amazon, okay? And to do that, I'm going to use sellerratings.com. And what sellerratings.com is, it's basically a free resource that will categorize and display the top 100 sellers in any Amazon marketplace, okay? For today's example, I'm using the USA. And right now it's displaying the top 100 Amazon sellers in the United States, okay? And the first example I'm going to show you guys is PharmaPacks, okay? PharmaPacks is the biggest Amazon seller in the United States today. This account sells hundreds of millions of dollars of product per year on Amazon. These guys are a behemoth of a store. So if you guys are going to learn, you need to learn from the best, okay? PharmaPacks, and right here are all the products that PharmaPacks has to offer in his store. So I'm actually going to take you to PharmaPacks' actual Amazon store, where he has 70,000 of his products available, okay? I want you to notice the common characteristic all of his products have in common, okay, guys? All these products, all 70,000 have at least one thing in common, okay, guys? The one thing that PharmaPacks has in common is that he is selling brand name products in his store, okay, guys? Because he's a wholesale Amazon seller, he is sourcing and selling brand name products, okay, guys? That's the big example that I want to show you with PharmaPacks store. The second thing I want to show you is an example of a an example of a private label style seller, okay? For that, I'm going to use the number 3, the third biggest Amazon seller in the United States, and that's Anchor Direct. Anchor Direct is a private label style seller, and I'm going to take you to their Amazon store right now so you can take a look at all their products. Right away, we can see that Anchor Direct has nearly 500 items available. And the first thing I notice about all these items that I'm seeing here is that they're all branded with the Anchor Direct brand name or the Anchor Direct logo. Okay, guys? Anchor, okay? Another thing I want you guys to take notice is that the Anchor products all fall into the same general category of electronics, and they all fall into the niche of cell phone and cell phone accessories, okay, guys? So this is an example of a very well put together private label style seller, okay, guys? Both are very different in characteristics and the skills required to run each business. Both are extremely successful, okay? I just wanted to start this video off with showing you guys a visual difference, an actual difference between a private label and a wholesale seller, okay? The biggest thing to note in comparison is that the private label style seller has a lot less products available simply because he is not competing to win the buy box on his listings, whereas PharmaPacks has 70,000 products available and he's competing with every single one of them to win the buy box, competing to make sales for every single product, okay, guys? That's the big difference and the big takeaway when it comes to wholesale and private label, okay? So with all that being said, let's dive into the notes. Let's dive into the actual data, the particulars between private label and wholesale, okay? Regardless of what method you want to start taking part in, no matter what one you want to start selling in, private label or wholesale, you have to ask yourself the same question, okay? Starting off, what are you going to sell, okay? When it comes to private label style selling, you are going to need to do product and market research to get your heads wrapped around the types of products that do best on Amazon to figure out what you're actually going to sell. Once you've figured out generally what you want to sell, whether it's pet products or beauty products or hair, makeup or shoes, whatever it is, you're going to need to find a manufacturer that's going to be able to manufacture or create the product that you want to sell on Amazon. Because chances are, since you're in the private label realm of sourcing and selling product, the actual product that you want to sell is not on Amazon yet, or even created yet for that matter. So that means you're probably going to have to go out, track down a manufacturer to create that product. In this process, you're going to have to go back and forth day and night communicating with this manufacturer or this manufacturer's development team, actually developing the product and actually bringing it into reality, right? Once you've worked out a design, price point, packaging, logos, all that feature, the next thing you're going to need to do is a small test order to actually make sure that the quality is there, everything is as they are saying it is, basically, right? You're going to need to inspect it. It's not really the next step, but simultaneously, while you're working back and forth with the manufacturer, you're going to need to start thinking about a product listing. Like I had mentioned before, since this product is a new product being launched onto Amazon, meaning it has never actually sold on Amazon before, you're going to need to take responsibility for creating a listing to actually sell this product under, okay? What is a product listing? Basically, a product listing is the actual ad that will house your product and display all the information like price point, title, description, pictures, like actual vital product information like weights, things like that will all be contained inside of your listing, okay? And it'll be up to you as the seller of that product to create an actual product listing, okay? That's a big responsibility for you as a seller, as a private label seller, okay, guys? Once your actual listing has been taken care of, you're going to need to think about legal protection, okay, guys? And again, that's simultaneous while you're actually working with the manufacturer trying to decide what product you're trying to sell, and while you're building your listing, you're going to need to think about legal protection in the terms of trademarking, okay, guys? If you're actually trying to build your own brand and create products from scratch, it'll be a really, really good idea to trade register or trademark your actual brand or your product. That way it protects you from unwanted sellers or anybody trying to actually come in and recreate your actual product and steal it from underneath you, okay, guys? Trademarks just eliminate all that, all right? And another thing to note with trademarking, it allows you to become brand registered on Amazon. Brand registering on Amazon protects you on the Amazon platform, okay? It doesn't do anything outside of Amazon. It just protects you on the Amazon platform in terms of keeping unwanted sellers off of your listing, and it basically puts you as the figure of authority on that specific listing, okay, and with that product, with that brand on Amazon, okay? So again, that's your legal protection kind of summed up for you. So once you've done all those steps I just told you, once you've figured your product, once you've locked down a supplier or manufacturer, once you've built your listing, once you've went through the trademark registration process, your products are finally live at Amazon, and it's time to start making sales and time for you to put your feet up and actually relax for once. No, I'm just kidding. Now the fun begins. It's actually time to start building up your product's reputation on Amazon in the terms of giveaways, coupons, enrolling your product in the early reviewer program, things like that, okay? The main focus with that is to try and build up the product reputation in the form of reviews, okay? Inside the Amazon algorithm, the main driver for sales is positive reviews, okay? The only way to get positive reviews is to start getting your product in the hands of customers. Like I said, there's early review programs that you can enroll in. There are giveaway groups, like Facebook giveaway groups, where there are members inside the group, and you can basically make a post launching your product inside the group with a link. Those members will then head to Amazon with that link, do a checkout with a deep discount. In exchange, they will then write a review for the discount, okay? With all that being said, that should boost your product's rank on Amazon and start generating more and more organic sales when you start seeing more and more reviews on your product, okay? Again, that's just something to keep in mind when you're going about launching products on Amazon in the private label style of sourcing, okay, guys? Like I said, once you have a sufficient number of positive reviews, your product will start gaining more traction on Amazon and it'll start generating more sales, okay? With private label products, it's almost a must that you do paid ads, okay, guys? I know I said right here paid ads are a good idea. Paid ads are nearly a must when you're doing private label style products, okay? Simply because you're launching new products on Amazon that aren't heard of, you're going to need to put paid ads behind those products to get them in front of customers who are searching for those specific keywords, okay? What does paid ads or PPC mean? Well, let's just say I'm selling this cell phone case, for example. Let's just call it Curtis's cell phone case. Nobody's searching for Curtis's cell phone case on Amazon, right? You need to create an ad, basically, containing that actual cell phone case, and then you can actually put in keywords like cell phone case, black, iPhone case, Android case, 2020 Curtis, 8.5 inch, ultra high protection, things like that. And then when your customer's searching in the Amazon search box, when they're searching for 2020 Amazon or 2020 iPhone, black, ultra high protection, cell phone case, then because I've set up an ad with those keywords in it, basically my ad should, or my product should pop up as a result of that customer searching for those specific keywords, right? That's what a paid ad does. It recommends products based on the keywords that your customer is searching for. So it's up to you to create the correct type of ad with the proper types of keywords to get the maximum results for these paid ads. Since they're paid ads, you don't want to mess around with them because they cost money, okay? Every time a customer clicks on your ad, you get charged as the person who set up the ad, right? PPC ads are a tremendous way to help launch your product on Amazon, to help get more sales, but you need to know what you are doing. It's highly not recommended for a beginner to start out with paid ads. Make sure you familiarize yourself with paid ads. Hire a paid ad agency if you have to. Just make sure you don't mess it up or try it if you're a beginner, okay? When it comes time to growing your business as a private label style seller, the thing that you need to do basically is repeat all those steps that I just told you for launching a product. And you just keep doing that for every single product, rinse and repeat until you have a brand with 10, 15, 20 different products that are making you, I don't know, anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 per month per SKU, okay? One thing to keep in mind, it really helps to launch products that are in the same brand or in the same niche, in the same space. That way when it comes to taking your brand outside of Amazon, all of your products are related. You can sell all the same products under the same website. You can use the same brand, same packaging, that type of thing, okay? As opposed to launching 10 completely random products that don't complement each other, right? It just makes for a harder launching process, right? Your customers are already familiar with your brand. Let's just say you have a kitchen product brand. You know, your customers know about your awesome knives, your awesome cutting boards. It only makes sense for them to come searching for, salt and pepper shakers or a knife sharpener or a frying pan. They probably wouldn't go searching for beard oil or a smoke detector, that type of thing, right? So that just plays into keeping all your products in the same niche, keeping all your products in the same category. That just helps for customers to like better recognize your brand and then bounce from product to product within your brand, right? So I hope you guys kind of enjoyed that little blurb about private label, guys. Don't get me wrong, that's not the entire process to launching a product private label on Amazon. That's just some of the key things that you need to keep in mind, and better like focus your mind on what it really takes to launching a product on Amazon, as opposed to just hearing random things on the internet. Now you kind of know some of the things involved, some of the things that might come up as challenges when launching a product the private label way onto Amazon. Okay, now we're going to talk about my way of launching a product onto Amazon and selling products onto Amazon. That's the wholesale method. Okay, guys, this is the method myself and Jonathan use. I'm not saying it's any better, I'm not saying it's any easier, I'm not saying you're going to make any more amounts of money doing it wholesale versus private label. We just found this to be the most lucrative and the most efficient way to sell products based on our personality, based on our skill set, and based on how we have trained our team. So that's kind of our strong suit is wholesale. Okay, so with all that being said, I'm going to lead you through what it takes to sell products in the wholesale method on Amazon. And the first question you need to ask yourself, much like selling private label style, is what are you going to sell, right? You don't have an Amazon business if you don't have products in your Amazon stores. Well, it's not so much what you're going to sell, it's trying to find qualified wholesalers and distributors of brand name products. Now, I know that seems kind of backwards. Like, how are you supposed to find qualified suppliers and wholesalers of brand name products when you don't actually know what types of products you're trying to search for? Well, it's not so much what you're trying to search for. It's easier to find a supplier of brand name products like pharmaceutical products or health and beauty products or video games or toys than it is to find a supplier of a talking Spider-Man, for example, right? A particular supplier could be carrying 5, 10, 15, even 100,000 products. So it's much easier to hit on 5 or 10 good products that a supplier is carrying versus trying to actually go out and find one particular product. That's just what we find, right? It's much easier to find a qualified supplier and then ask them, hey, what types of products do you guys actually sell? Versus, hey, supplier, do you sell this talking Barbie doll, basically. So once we've locked down a good qualified supplier that we know there's a potential to work with, we've already established that they have they're already carrying 10, 20, 30,000 brand name products like Hasbro, Barbie, Nerf, Dove, Crest, Fisher Price, Samsung, Apple, things like that. Then we start talking to them a little more. We ask them, hey, do you guys have online lists that we can take a look at? Can you send us some pictures of the products you're looking at? Do you have any pictures of your warehouse? All those things will allow us to take a better look into what types of products that they're actually selling. And then from there, we can start crunching numbers on those products. Once we find out what they're selling, then we can cross-reference that with what those products are actually selling for on Amazon, okay? There are a number of paid tools out there around calculating profits, calculating how many sales you'll get in a month on a particular product. There are a number of paid tools out there to help you actually go through a supplier's product list even. So there's lots of support out there in the wholesale world for going through and analyzing products, okay, guys? So once you've found your product that you're going to sell, once you found a supplier to get that product from, once you've locked down your tools that you're actually going to use to build your wholesale business, like your paid tools, your free tools, things like that for analyzing products, the next thing you need to think about is a listing, okay, guys? Unlike wholesale, guys, the product listing is super easy. It takes care of itself. If you're selling a brand name product, 99% chance the product has already been sold on Amazon, meaning there's already a listing created by somebody on Amazon, okay? Like I said, if it's a brand name product, chances are it's been sold. There's already a listing on Amazon. You just have to find it by punching in the ASIN or just type in the name of the product, like black cell phone case or iPhone 10X, black, whatever you're searching for, Nerf gun, and just bring up your product listing. And then that way you can add it to your actual Amazon store by just simply adding the ASIN. And then boom, that completely takes care of your product listing. Since the product listing is already created, it has updated pictures, it has updated titles, descriptions, weights, all those things. So you don't have to create a listing. Everything is already in place for you. You just want to review it, make sure it's all relevant, and you can start selling under that listing. Okay, guys? So that just takes, 10, 20 hours off your plate right there. You're not responsible for creating a listing. You're not responsible for taking pictures or writing descriptions. None of it. It's already done for you. So that just kind of frees up some time for you to refocus yourself into your business. Just basically reading up, doing research, things like that, right? As soon as your product checks into Amazon, guys, it is going to start selling. Unlike private label, when your product starts checking into Amazon, you have to start getting your product reviewed and ranked for the first time to start making sales. It's a rather timely process. It's very frustrating if you don't know what you're doing for your first time. But luckily with wholesale, all that's avoided. Soon as your product checks into Amazon, it starts selling that same day. Okay, guys? The biggest advantage, the most important thing to note, because you're selling products under an already established listing on Amazon, combined with the fact that you're selling in-demand brand name goods, it results in sales right away. No giveaways, no solicited reviews required to get your product off the ground. Just simple sales right away, okay? And that all plays back into you selling under an established listing with a written description, already established with keywords. It already targets onto customers who are searching for those specific things on Amazon, right? When it comes to wholesale, you do not have to think about legal protection, okay, guys? Since you're selling another brand's product, there is no need to register any trademarks or file anything. You completely wipe your hands clear of all of that. At the end of the day, the products that you purchase are patented and manufactured by another company. All you're doing is selling them for a quick buck. All you're trying to do is source them at a low price and sell them at a high price. You're not really getting too attached with the brands. There's no requirement for you to register anything, okay, guys? One thing to note, you will be sharing these listings with multiple other sellers. That's just the name of the game when it comes to selling products wholesale. As long as everybody is priced the same, everybody will share the sales on that listing. So just don't worry about that. You see 10, 15 other sellers, as long as everybody's priced the same, everybody shares the actual sales, okay? When it comes time to grow your business, okay, guys, all the suppliers that you're dealing with will be carrying thousands of brand name products, like I had mentioned. When it comes time to growing your business, you simply start searching for more qualified suppliers, and then from there you'll get access to more supplier lists of in-stock products, and then from there you just start sifting through those lists, picking out products that you want to add to your Amazon store and that you want to start purchasing from those wholesale suppliers, okay, guys? One thing I just noticed that I skipped over here, paid ads, guys, are not required. PPC ads, pay-per-click, they're not mandatory to make sales on branded products simply because they are branded products, okay, guys? People are already searching for Hasbro, Nerf, Dove products, you know, Dove shampoos, Marvel, things like that, Colgate, Listerine, Nike, Apple, things like that. People are already searching for that on Amazon, so there's no need to put paid ads in to try and bump up sales, because the organic traffic's already on Google, already on Amazon. It's just up to you to purchase those products and get them live on Amazon on a properly written listing with good keywords, good bullet points, and then those products will start to sell themselves. Okay, guys? So with all that being said, that's a good breakdown and a good comparison of wholesale selling and private label style selling, the differences between sourcing products between both of them. Hope you guys enjoyed that lesson. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Check out some of our other videos. We have lots of great content around selling on Amazon for beginners. So if that's what you're trying to achieve, you are in the right place. Okay, guys? If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Any questions, drop them in the comments. And we'll see you on the next videos. Thanks, guys.